everyone, and welcome to another edition of A Link for Growth, What's My Story? Now, just to recap for you, if you're watching this for the first time or you're not sure what one of those is, it's basically an opportunity for somebody who is part of Link for Growth to talk a little bit about their background, their lives, and kind of how they got to where they are today. And the reason that this is so important is because people connect on things other than work, and because Link for Growth is a national network, it's quite often that people will connect across spatial distances. They might actually never get to, or very rarely get to, meet someone. So being able to see that person talk a little bit about their life and things that they do allows people to connect in various ways, even if they might not meet them. So that's the thing. If you're in Link for Growth and you haven't had one of these done yet, please do speak to me and we can arrange one. And that's exactly what we've done with Sarah Veall. Come and say hello, Sarah.
Hello.
So, Sarah, where are you joining me from?
I am Veall in Chesham, in Bucks, on a lovely autumn, sunny day. Lots of autumn leaves outside my window.
Yeah, because we're now into November, of course. Now, I met you over in Great Missenden, actually, at one of our coffee events, and we basically struck up a conversation. And I'm a great believer in everything that you do, because personal development, which is what your thing is. We're not going to talk about that today particularly, but that subject is very close to my heart, and about people being the best version of themselves possible. And I'm sure that's kind of why you're in that space.
Absolutely, that is my why. Helping people be the best version of themselves. Yes, you nicked my words. It is. Yeah, I love helping people challenge themselves to just be the best they can be, the most fulfilled they can be. You only get one life, so what have you got to lose? Go for it.
Brilliant stuff. Okay, so for people who've never met you, and in fact I've never asked you these questions before either, so I'm listening avidly to this as well. But you're in Chesham now. Tell us a little bit about Sarah. Where did you grow up? Tell us a bit about your history, the school you went to.
Well, I was born in London. I was born in Hampstead Garden Suburb in London. I was there till I was 7, and then moved out to Chipperfield, just 10 minutes down the road from here, actually, at the age of 7, with my older brother, my older sister, and our various pets, my mum and my stepdad. Went to school in Chipperfield, nice sort of village school, and then moved out, bought my first flat in Veall when I was 22. And
where was that? Whereabouts did you buy a flat?
That was oh my God, that's 23 years ago.
Where was it? Which part of Veall?
That was my Woodall Farm. That was my party flat. That was my surrogate university pad. I was the party pad.
my son lives in Woodall Farm now.
Oh, okay.
In a flat.
Oh, it's probably mine. So yeah, that was a good time. I never went to university. I had the grades to go to university and never did it, and have regretted that for many years. But I've now ticked that box, pushed that chip off my shoulder. But that's another conversation. So, but I had the university style. I had the university phase of my life. So yes, moved out.
What did you do instead of going to university? Because I was the same as you. I had the grades to go, but I decided not to.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to move out of home and be independent and earn some money. So that's what I did. And my first job was a PA in Veall, and I was doing lots of cleaning jobs on the side to pay my mortgage. And then realised that actually if I worked in London, I could just do the one job and then pay money that I was earning doing about 12 jobs. So I went off to work in London, worked for Anderson Consulting.
Consulting.
Yeah.
Yep.
And and loved that. Loved the whole working in the city thing. So I did that for 10 years in various different roles, and then had my first son. So didn't go back to working in London after that. Then got into working with a marketing consultants. So I was home-based, doing office management, virtual office management, PA type stuff for them, on and off, in between popping out to more children. I was there for 10 years.
And what kind of, and that was a marketing role. So what type of things were you involved in? Was that like brand management and stuff like that?
It was business to business marketing. I was the virtual office manager. We were all home based. We had a little office in Sheffield, which I used to pop up and down to every now and again. But we'd meet fairly regularly. My immediate boss is just in Great Missenden, actually, so we used to meet a lot. So yes, they did business to business marketing, but I was the general, the person that held it all together, I would say. Kept everybody sane.
Well-honed PA skills.
Yes. So I think when I turned 40, when I turned 40, I had lots of moments of what am I doing with my life? I don't feel like I'm getting the best out of myself. And went on an assertiveness confidence building course, which the marketing consultants I was with paid for me to go on, and had light bulb moments going off like you wouldn't believe, that I had lots of limiting beliefs that were causing me to stand in my own way of success. So I went on to challenge those limiting beliefs by running one-to-one confidence building sessions with colleagues, which evolved into coaching relationships. I discovered how fantastic it is where you can just throw questions at people and they can come up with their own solutions. And so discovered my love of coaching and helping people challenge patterns of thoughts, feelings and behaviour that are stopping them standing in their own way, or stopping them achieving their full potential and success. And so I then went on to train as a coach. So I'm now a personal and professional development coach, and now using all of my skills rather than, and I'm no longer in my comfort zone. I think my previous role, all of my previous roles for 23 years, I was very much sitting in my comfort zone, being very good at my job, but always being that behind the scenes person, holding it all together. And now in my role as a coach and a business owner, I am in front of the camera. I'm no longer the behind the scenes person, and I am not in my comfort zone. Ever.
You're definitely in front of the camera right now.
I don't even know where my comfort zone is anymore.
Just smash through them comfort zones. But I mean, and I think a lot of people spend a lot of their life in their comfort zone. It's and they never really discover maybe what they're capable of.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's very much what my coaching aims to do, is to help people connect with who they are at the core of them, what really makes them tick, what are their strengths and their values, and then helping them figure out what amazing would look like in their personal or their professional life, and supporting them to believe that's absolutely possible, and then challenging them to take action, take steps to move towards that. So
what does Sarah love doing outside of that? What are your passions in life? Mine's table tennis, by the way, so I play. So what do you do? Have you got things that you just absolutely?
I love animals. I love running. I used to run with my dog. He's not very well now, but I've been running with him for 10 years. So I live in the Chilterns, so I've got a beautiful backdrop as a running track, which changes through all the seasons, which is just beautiful. So I love running in the fresh air. I love my friends. I love wine, and wine and friends together is the best combination.
Are you a red or are you a white?
White and rosé. Yeah.
White and rosé, okay.
It used to be red, and then I had babies, and that changed, and I can't drink red.
What is it about red? Is it too heavy? Is it gives you a head in the morning?
I don't taste it anymore. It gives me an instant headache, so I go straight to hangover and miss out the fun bit in the middle. so not good. White and red said is fine.
So what wine and food do you like cooking? Is that something that's big on your agenda or not really?
Not especially. No, not really a cooking person. I love exercising. I love laughing. Laughing makes the world go round. And animals, as I say. I've got a cat and a dog. I've got 3 children, so I'm the only female in the house. 3 boys, 13, 9, and 6, and I've got a boy cat and a boy dog. So the only female.
A lot of stuff going on there.
A lot of testosterone going on in this house.
And how do you cope with that? I mean, I know that people that I know have had 4 boys, 5 boys. It's a bit of a challenge. But then again, is it bother you? You don't have a girl?
No, that's why I run. No, they're brilliant. They're lovely. They're all very, very different, and present different challenges. But life's all about challenges and finding the fun in it. So it's all good.
When you work, do you prefer to work with males or females, or does it not matter to you? Is it because you're in a fairly male-dominated environment there? Do you think that impacts how you the kind of people that you work with?
I do. I don't have a preference for working with male or female, but I do like to hang out with my girlfriends and just share stories and have fun, and talk. And we all have similar sense of humour and similar challenges in life. So it's good to share.
Excellent stuff. And do you like travelling? Have you been into different parts of the world? Or
I love travelling. I have a lot more travelling to do before I leave this world. So I've got a big long list of places I want to go to. Thailand's right at the top. Been to Australia 3 times. My best friend lives out in Sydney, so love Australia. It's fantastic. Would go back there at the flick of a switch. We've typically done sort of beach holidays really with the boys since they've been young, because around Europe, because it's not too difficult to get to. But I love city breaks, love architecture.
We have an architect who linked for growth.
I'm a closet architect, actually. Yeah, my great grandfather was an architect, and he designed Shelmack's house on the South Bank, opposite the London Eye.
Oh right, okay.
So I walked down. We went to the Tate Modern with the boys in the last summer holidays, and we walked down the South Bank, which is just beautiful. I love the contrast of old and new buildings when you walk around London and you look up. And when you look up, you're happier. I went to New York a couple of years ago and spent the whole time walking and looking up, and you feel really happy.
It is absolutely amazing when you get your head above the banal shop windows.
Yeah.
Even in Watford, which is where I am, we did one year we did a photography competition of your favourite buildings in Watford, and suddenly the whole of Watford was kind of, people were looking above the windows, and there was some fabulous architecture. It really does. If people just look up.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fantastic. I'm a big lover of art as well. I could spend my life walking around galleries, which is pretty much what I did in New York, actually. That, to have that platform to be able to express your feelings and emotions, and to be able to engage other people's feelings and emotions, with that platform, in a medium other than words, is such an amazing thing. So, yeah, I use a lot of creative stuff in my coaching where appropriate. So I think it allows people to get past the blocks of the conscious mind. If you can use metaphor, you can use a different platform other than words. It allows people to engage with that sense of possibility, what could be.
Well, what we're going to do, we'll this particular interview is all about you and an insight into you, and great. And thank you very much for sharing what you have with us. The next one we'll do will be one about your business and about what you're going to be doing in January. It's very exciting stuff, and the workshops that you're going to be doing there. But it's been fascinating. We'll kind of draw it to a close now, but thank you for sharing. And this will go up on YouTube. It will go on the national TV platform as well, so people can get to see who you are and who's going to be delivering these workshops. So thank you very much for spending the time with us.
Thank you.
And I'll see you hopefully tomorrow.
Yes.
At the Great Bristol. So is that a month already since we met?
Have we finished now?
We have kind of finished, yeah. I haven't stopped recording, but I'll stop recording in a second. But thank you for coming on and sharing that with us, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, we'll do. Brilliant.
Thank you.